Hey everybody, this is Dave at Polygon Guides. I'm going to show you how to beat the 9th Colossus in Shadow of the Colossus. First up, you want to lead the Colossus away from the cave where it starts, because ultimately you're going to convince it to stand over one of these geysers. In the meantime, it's your job to avoid the fireballs. Just jump and roll out of the way, and stand around a geyser until it gets there. So now your goal is to keep the Colossus here until the geyser erupts. You can run around and sort of get it to follow you. Just don't run too far away from the geyser because you want it, again, to be over it when the thing blows up. You can also shoot it with an arrow if you want it to change direction and follow you. Oh, and while you're here, you can jump to avoid damage when it pounds the ground. So here we are. The geyser's going to erupt. And when that happens, two of the Colossus's legs will flail and reveal weak points that you're going to shoot with your arrow. Two hits and the Colossus falls down. That's going to be your cue to run around and climb up. You're aiming for the sort of general belly area of the beast, so just circle until you find it. You need to get up pretty fast at this point, because it's obviously going to stand back up, and you need to be at a point where you can have solid ground underneath your feet when it goes from laying on its side to standing back up. So sort of picture that we're climbing up on the belly, and we're trying to get up to the side because there's going to be a ledge there when it stands back up. All right, so here we are on solid-ish ground. If we just stayed right here when it stood up, we'd wind up on the ledge that's to our right now. Instead, we're going to jump and land basically between the shoulder blades-ish. When it stands up and you're on its back, just run down the spine toward the head, where the only weak spot is waiting for you. This Colossus really doesn't want you on its head, so it's going to shake violently, which means it's best not to worry about so much charging up to get a full meter on your attacks, but really keep an eye on your meter for the purpose of holding on so you don't have to fall off and play the geyser trick again. Like I said, this is the only weak spot on this monster, so your job right now is to just hang on, take little shots when necessary, and before you know it, you'll win.